Welcome to Fulton at Work. I'm your host, Priscilla Ortega. On this episode, we showcase some Fulton County departments, individuals, and programs that impact the community. We'll take a closer look at how the county is working to end homelessness in our area, plus the programs and initiatives that are driving the euthanasia rates down at the animal shelter. We begin with how Fulton County is continuing to combat homelessness. But in order to fight the problem, the county needs an accurate homeless count. FGTV's Melissa Lewis has the story on how volunteers helped make that happen.
A cold, rainy night didn't stop dozens of volunteers and workers from taking part in the winter homeless count and survey.
The process to volunteer was very easy, and it's very exciting to see as many people who are coming to volunteer at 10 o'clock at night to do something that's as important as understanding the numeration of how many people are homeless in Atlanta.
County workers gave volunteers guidelines and information on where to conduct their count. The mission focused on those sleeping on sidewalks, in parks, and under bridges. But the count also included those staying in emergency shelters and transitional housing programs.
I'm just optimistic, on how many people that we can actually just search out, to be able to find this evening so we can get a count, so we can understand to meet the needs of the citizens of Fulton County.
Human Services Program Manager Jerry Richardson says this count is important to make sure the county is able to help the homeless.
The count is vital to help planners understand the scope of homelessness, meet federal requirements to continue receiving funding for homeless services, and tracking the success of local efforts to end homelessness in Metro Atlanta.
Richardson says in the past it was mostly men who were homeless, but now they're seeing more families and single women with children. Reporting for FGTV, I'm Melissa Lewis.
Thank you, Melissa, for that report. Well, there's some good news for homeless animals. Pet adoptions are up in the county. It's a statistic that's significantly reducing the euthanasia rates. FGTV's Felicia Church has the details.
Every year across the U.S., thousands of adoptable loving pets are euthanized unnecessarily, and finding homes for them is the #1 priority at Fulton County Animal Services. As a result of their efforts, euthanasia rates at the center are down 50% and adoption rates are up. Officials say saving pets is extremely important, and they have several policies and programs that have contributed to the decrease.
We hired a full-time volunteer coordinator. We have a full-time rescue coordinator. We have a full-time foster coordinator. We have about 200 animals in foster homes. We also have a full-time surrender counselor to try to reduce the amount of animals that are coming in.
The average number of pets at the shelter ranges from about 50 cats to 250 dogs during the winter months. Over 70% of pet caretakers acquire their animals as strays or from neighbors.
We get lots of animals that are stray and they've been hit by a car, they're extremely sick, and our policy is to treat every animal as if it were our own pet. Most of the animals that come in, no matter what level of care they require medically, we are able to provide that, and we do.
Programs such as rescue group coordination, volunteer programs, foster home programs, adoptions, as well as spay and neuter specials also help euthanasia rates to go down. Their newest program is called Dog for a Day.
If you don't have time in your life to actually have a pet, but it's a beautiful day and you want to contribute to the pet adoption rate at your local county animal shelter, you can go into the shelter, you can check out a dog for the day. They will give you a little Adopt Me vest and a leash. They're fully vetted, and you can take them to the park, and the point is to try to get an animal that's in the shelter out and about and to get some exercise and socialization.
It appears to be working. Quite a few animals have been adopted through the program. If you'd like to volunteer at the shelter, or you're just looking for a new best friend, you can get a glimpse of what's available online or by stopping by the shelter for an up-close and personal look. They are open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Reporting for FGTV, I'm Felicia Church.
Coming up next on Fulton at Work, the county has some new jailers on the job now. A look at the training they went through before they graduated, next. Welcome back to Fulton at Work. Fulton's district attorney returns to his alma mater to perform a first on the campus. Paul L. Howard Jr. administered the oath to the new police chief at Morehouse College. Valerie Dalton set a new precedent at the nation's only historically black, all-male college by becoming the first woman to ever serve in that capacity.
That I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties
of
the office of Chief of Police for Morehouse College,
Office of Chief of Police for Morehouse College,
acting to the best of my ability. So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Dalton is a veteran Atlanta law enforcement official. She says her 27 years with the Atlanta Police Department groomed her for this position.
I definitely want to make sure that there are established partnerships with the student body. I want them to feel that we are here in support of them and that we are here to help them to move from freshmen to graduation and on to higher and more exciting things after they leave the college. And I just want them to know that that's our purpose here.
Dalton will also serve as Associate Vice President for Public Safety at the school. And after an intense training program, the Fulton County Sheriff's Office added more than 24 new jailers to keep our community safe.
Do hereby solemnly swear and affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and
the Constitution of the State of Georgia. So help me God. Okay.
These new jail officers successfully completed a 2-week training program. The training included a lot of physical fitness, understanding inmate rights and supervision, along with searches and security.
We start with defensive tactics, we cover ethics and professionalism, we deal with sexual harassment, we teach them about health and wellness, how to deal with stress.
Despite the hard work and extensive exercises, for the graduates, it was a journey worth completing.
I'm looking forward into, of course, doing the overtime, moving up in the system, and just really getting in there and just doing what I can.
This state certification allows the graduates to work at any jail in the state of Georgia. Up next, see the changes the library is helping people make. Stay with us. Welcome back to Fulton at Work. For many, this year is about healthier choices, and the library is making it easier. The Alpharetta branch is hosting Healthy Saturdays. It's led by Chef Lynn, who is teaching library patrons how to try new foods and new recipes that are tasty and healthy. This seasoned chef provided free samples during the Incorporating Superfoods into Your Diet event. The demonstrations had whole foods that are high in nutrients and antioxidants.
We incorporated a quinoa dish, which is a healthy dish with high in proteins. It's a grain that's been back since the Inca days from South America. We incorporated that with some bell peppers and some onions with a little olive oil. So I just wanted to try to get the class to think outside of the box and try some different things that they haven't tried before.
For more information on all the events at the library, go to afpls.org and click on the Event Calendar tab. Well, that does it for this edition of Fulton at Work. And remember, you can connect with us online, check us out on Twitter, and like our Facebook page. You can also watch us anytime on our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.